Good morning and welcome to our Bird Notes. This is Dwight Davis. There is a musical work by an obscure self-taught American composer named Anthony Philip Heinrich. The work titled The Ornithological Combat of Kings, or The Condor of the Andes and the Eagle of the Cordilleras. Despite the title, there is no combat represented in this piece. No, for ornithological combat, we need to tune in to the battle today between the Seahawks and the Falcons. I'm talking about football, of course, and the NFC divisional game that brings together two teams which have bird names. So I thought I'd explore that today. In the NFL today, there are 5 teams that are named after birds. While other teams opt for fiercer mascots, lions and bears, for example, Baltimore, Atlanta, Philadelphia, Arizona, and Seattle all boast feathered identifiers. The Baltimore Ravens take their name from Baltimore resident Edgar Allan Poe and his poem, The Raven. It's as close to literature as any football team will get, I think. And while Poe may have lived in Baltimore, ravens do not. Some of these big blackbirds are found in the mountains of Maryland, that little finger of the state that goes west, but not in Baltimore. The Philadelphia Eagles, or Eagles as they say in Philly, sport an impressive logo, the head of a determined, apparently stooping, bald eagle. Appropriate, but only up to a point. Bald eagles have a regal appearance, to be sure, but they are not particularly aggressive, and in terms of feeding are primarily scavengers. Better the bigger hunter, the golden eagle, which does reside in Pennsylvania, at least in the more unsettled and mountainous areas. The Atlanta Falcons went generic with their name. There are 58 species of falcons in the world, 7 in the U.S. All are fast, aggressive hunters. The logo is a stylized falcon, unrecognizable as to species, but clearly ready for a fight. The Arizona Cardinals are obviously the odd bird out in this roster. The cardinal is thought of more as a gentle garden bird, more suited to Christmas calendars than to gridirons, but at least the males can be aggressive at breeding season. Also, there is the fact that the cardinal is not very common in Arizona. As a matter of fact, the state bird of Arizona is the cactus wren. Clearly, that would never work. Can you imagine using that name in a cheer? However, the Arizona Cardinals can boast longevity. The team began, as the Cardinals, in Chicago in 1898, and they're still around, so that should count for something. The Seattle Seahawks name caught my attention when the team joined the NFL in 1976. I wondered if it referred to the osprey, a bird often called the Seahawk. Seattle, after all, is a seaport city, and the osprey lives and breeds throughout the state of Washington. But no, look at the logo. It's not an osprey, but it clearly resembles a bird on the totem poles of the Pacific Northwest. So apparently it is meant to represent either a bald eagle, which is classified as a sea eagle, actually, or a golden eagle, which has little to do with the sea, or the thunderbird, a totem representing supernatural strength and power. My guess is the latter. So there you are, 5 football teams represented by birds, and as of this morning, 3, the Ravens, the Falcons, and the Seahawks, are still alive in the playoffs. That's a pretty good representation. We'll have to see which teams survive after the feathers fly later today.